Good morning, St. Michael's. Father Dave Wessner here. And as many of you know, maybe all of you know, my wife Kendi and I are preparing to embark on a somewhat impromptu trip to visit with family and friends. We did some quick calculations and we figured out that it was going to be perhaps impossible to see people even at Christmas this year due to COVID. So we came up with a plan to do it the only safe way that we could, which is taking our home with us in this RV that we've rented and visiting with folks along the way, family and friends. This should keep us safe, and we will be visiting in folks' backyards with appropriate distancing. So we're doing what we can to connect with our family in this time. So we are preparing for a journey, and we're going to leave this very morning, and I wanted to wish you farewell before I left. I also wanted to speak to the journey that we are on as a parish. First, in these next 2 weeks, I considered and we discussed many different possibilities for our worship, including Deacon Diane leading worship or offering other forms of worship. But an idea came that we might go on a summer camp trip together. That is to say, we're going to make available a whole list of links so that you and yours can join in with another Episcopal church, maybe in our diocese, maybe farther afield, maybe the National Cathedral. And so from the comfort of your kitchen table or your couch or wherever you have been participating in worship at St. Michael's, you can now participate in another worship with another church. And just to sample the depth and the breadth of our tradition, how different churches can be. So I invite everybody to do that in these next 2 weeks that are coming up. Additionally, I wanted to speak more generally about where we are in terms of our timing. I know that many of you, like me, have been hungering to get back into worship together. I hope that many of you at least heard the invitation to come to our parking lot Eucharist, which was our best shot at being able to gather together in our cars to see each other. I miss seeing you. I miss especially partaking in the Eucharist with you. And I know that many of you, if not all of you, really yearn to be together. Earlier in the COVID pandemic, the bishop had sent a letter saying that July 1st would be the earliest that we could possibly open. And I know that many have fixed that calendar in their minds and their hearts. And unfortunately, it is looking as though because cases are still rising in Worcester and various public health benchmarks have not yet been met, and we will not yet have permission to gather again on that first week in July. Additionally, because we are really working to ensure the safety of all of our members, we have to put together a very detailed plan as a vestry for cleaning and for health and safety, and then also to have that plan approved by the diocese before we're permitted to reopen. We're taking this very seriously because we know that there have been churches who have tried to open and have put most precautions in place and still had, sadly, outbreaks. We do not want this to happen. We hold each other's lives in our hands, and we want to be good stewards of each other's health and wholeness, particularly for our elderly members and for those of us who are chronically ill, and obviously to the children. So again, as hard as it is, it does not look as though we will be able to open for church anytime in early July. And I want everybody to know that and to hear that from me. Lastly, as we are making our decisions as a vestry about how and to open, we are looking at different possibilities, again, very many details about what was possible after the bishop gives his permission. And we need your information, your risk level and your thoughts and what your heart is calling for about returning to worship. So we've sent out a survey, and I hope that you've either received that via email or that you've received it in the physical mail. We've done our best to reach every single person in the way in which we believe that they best connect. So please do take a moment to fill that out. When I created it, it came out as 3 minutes to complete, so it's not very long, but it will give us such vital information about how and when we will, as a vestry, will plan to reopen after the bishop has given his permission in some time to be determined in the future. So please fill that out. It is absolutely crucial. And before I go, I just want to thank everybody for the incredible generosity that has been shown to Marie's Mission, which continues to function safely with distancing during the COVID pandemic. Also, for those of you who have given generously to our families in need, we've had families who have been grieving, and members of our parish have showed up with food, with material support, with assistance, with getting groceries. The church is really banding together now, and I think that's a real testament to how God is moving through us and how we are called to be church today. So I thank you for your generosity if you have given to the discretionary fund for those who are in need, those who need food, and for those who have given to Marie's Mission. I also invite everybody to continue as they are able to, please continue to give to the church. We know many people will not be able to due to their circumstances. Perhaps you've lost a job. And again, if you need any help, please be in touch with me or Deacon Diane while I'm gone. And we will do our best to assist you. But this is the church coming together in this time of need. And so if you have need, let us know. If you are able to give, please do. And please give generously to the church such that the church can have a strong, solid foundation when we are able to gather again. So I invite everybody to bear that in mind with Thanksgiving. And I'm so grateful for the abundance that everybody's already shared. And I pray that that abundance of God continues to pour down upon you and all those whom you love in this time of such trial for so many. God bless you all. And I look forward to being back together with you again in a few weeks.